Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Jeremy Button. This is another edition of Monday Matters, designed to give you something encouraging, thought-provoking for the week as we are beginning a study in the book of Habakkuk. There's a smaller group that's meeting downstairs on Sunday nights at the Northview Church of Christ. And this was something that was passed on to me by some of the younger adults, something that they would like to study as I was going to be taking a break from teaching with Matt Uhas in the Harmony of the Gospels class. So it was very intriguing when they suggested the book of Habakkuk. And it's intriguing because Habakkuk is one of the more interesting of the minor prophets. If you think about how he questions God, and it's a question and answer format as he poses the question and then God responds on two occasions. We see that format. And then we see something very unique, this prayer of Habakkuk, this psalm that you can see in chapter 3. So we're going to be studying those things, but it's quite interesting with the book of Habakkuk as we see that Habakkuk is wondering why God is allowing this iniquity to continue. And then God answers that he's going to deal with that and that he's going to bring the Chaldeans against his people. But then Habakkuk is responding by saying, whoa, wait a minute. You're going to use that unrighteous people to punish your people? And he doesn't quite understand that. And as God is going to answer back, then we see what we have recorded in chapter 3. And without going into all of that, I just simply wanted to remind you that, hey, look, there might be times that we have questioned God before, that we don't know answers to things, and we're asking God, why did this happen? Why is it that so-and-so was affected with this? We look out in the world and we see all kinds of things, and especially as we think about faithful people and things that they suffer at times. If we have asked God why, or we've asked other questions of God, we are not alone when we've done that. And I do want to point you to something that Habakkuk says, though, at the end in chapter 3. Though all of these bad things might happen, he goes on to say in verse 18 and 19, "Yet I will exult in the Lord. I will rejoice in the God of my salvation. The Lord God is my strength, and he has made me like my feet like hinds' feet and makes me walk on my high places." What a blessing it is to see what happens in the aftermath of all of this with what Habakkuk says. And no matter what's going on in our lives, if we'll give God the honor and the glory and the praise that he deserves, and that no matter what's happening to us, that we're still going to trust in him and realize that he is our strength, that is something for us to take from that. The book of Habakkuk is a wonderful book, and I look forward to being in that study with these young adults at Northview, and I hope that you will also look at the book of Habakkuk and look at some great principles that you can learn from it as well. Thanks for tuning in for another edition of Monday Matters, because, hey, Mondays do matter as you start your week for the Lord. Everybody have a great day.